What if I told you the world of 2040 isn't decades away, it's happening right now? In this video, we're counting down the top 15 new inventions of 2025 that make today feel like the future. Let's dive right in. Number 15. Smart contact lenses. Let's start with something that feels almost unimaginable today. Smart contact lenses that act as a digital interface you wear on your eye. A Dubai-based startup, Expansio, recently secured $250 million to develop lenses capable of AR overlays, night vision, zoom, and even health monitoring through tear fluid. Their goal is to roll out business-focused versions by 2027 before moving toward consumer use. This isn't just a concept. Companies like Mojo Vision and research teams in South Korea have already tested prototypes that display basic text or track glucose levels directly from tears. If successful, these lenses could replace bulky headsets and even rival smartphones as the primary way we interact with digital information. Imagine walking through an airport where flight updates appear right in your vision, or receiving real-time health alerts without ever checking a device. The idea of your digital world resting directly on your eye is both groundbreaking and unsettling. Exactly the kind of leap that makes 2025 feel like 2040. Number 14. Biodegradable electronics. Now shift gears. We're surrounded by gadgets, but what if they actually disappear when you're done with them? Researchers at Seoul National University have created a fully biodegradable conductive fiber for wearables that maintains performance, like 2500 SM conductivity, stretchability, and durability, yet decomposes naturally in soil within months. And the market's gaining momentum. Analysts now project biodegradable electronics will soar from $1.15 billion in 2025 to $12.8 billion by 2032, growing at a 35% annual rate. Imagine clothing or wearable sensors that vanish after use, no landfill left behind. That's eco-friendly tech you can actually see in action. Number 13. Digital twins of organizations. Here's something less flashy, but quietly powerful. Companies now simulate their entire operations digitally. Every process, every supply chain flow in a virtual mirror known as a digital twin of an organization. Siemens, Microsoft, and Accenture are already leveraging DTOs to optimize performance, predict breakdowns, and test scenarios before they happen. This is industrial foresight in action, allowing businesses to model complex systems in real time and make decisions with far greater accuracy. It's a 2025 invention already changing the way organizations operate behind the scenes. Number 12. Ambient invisible intelligence. AI that anticipates needs before users even recognize them. Homes equipped with predictive systems can adjust lighting and temperature automatically, while hospitals are beginning to use algorithms that detect changes in patients' vitals minutes before symptoms appear. This is ambient invisible intelligence. The global smart building market is expected to exceed $570 billion by 2030, driven by these predictive capabilities. In healthcare, early warning AI systems have reduced intensive care complications by as much as 20% in trials. The shift is clear. From reactive tools to proactive environments, with AI working silently in the background. Number 11. Post-quantum cryptography. You might not know it yet, but quantum computers could crack today's encryption in hours, not years. That's why new defenses are being built now. In 2025, the U.S. National Institute of Standards and Technology finalized its first 3 post-quantum cryptography standards and added a fourth, a code-based algorithm called HQC. These standards are already being adopted across federal systems, setting the stage for a more secure digital future. Industry conferences this year are focused on refining these protocols further, making sure our most critical data stays protected in the quantum era. Number 10. Immersive VR 2.0 and AR. Think VR's peaked? Think again. The next wave is here. Real 2025 level AR VR that doesn't feel like a gimmick. Giants like Snap, Unity, and Xreal are betting big on hardware and platforms. And broadcasters are already experimenting with AR VR powered news studios. Viewers will see holograms and interactive data used in live broadcasts. So the future isn't around the corner. It's already on screen. And it's not just media. Training simulations, remote collaboration, even classrooms are being transformed through immersive reality. What once felt niche entertainment is now crossing into everyday life. Number 9. AI-powered personal assistants. Personal assistants in 2025 are moving far beyond simple voice commands. Amazon has introduced Alexa Plus, a generative AI system that can handle complex tasks like booking transportation, remembering entertainment preferences, or planning study schedules. Apple is developing similar upgrades for Siri, though its rollout has been delayed until 2026. In offices and homes, these assistants are already managing calendars, drafting emails, and optimizing energy use. The shift is clear. Assistants are evolving from basic tools into integrated systems that anticipate needs and handle daily responsibilities with far more autonomy. Number 8. Hybrid computing. Hybrid computing in 2025 is no longer about choosing between cloud or edge. It's about using all of it together, with AI and even early quantum nodes layered in. Public and private clouds, local edge devices, and advanced processors are being combined into seamless systems that route data where it's most efficient. Companies are already orchestrating these networks like conductors, balancing speed, cost, and security. Microsoft has announced quantum-ready models designed for hybrid apps, while industries from healthcare to manufacturing are testing real-time optimization powered by this multi-layered compute mesh. Number 7. Synthetic media and AI influencers. Synthetic media is becoming a mainstream part of advertising and entertainment. Vodafone recently released a TikTok ad featuring an AI-generated presenter, and most viewers didn't notice until subtle glitches revealed it wasn't a real person. Digital personalities like Lil Miquela have already been partnering with global brands for years, blurring the line between influencer and software. The market for virtual influencers is projected to surpass $21 billion by 2030, growing at over 25% annually. Even healthcare organizations are beginning to test AI-driven spokespeople in public campaigns. What began as a novelty is steadily evolving into a normalized layer of digital marketing. Number 6. Hyperloop transportation. Hyperloop technology, once dismissed as far off, is making measurable progress in 2025. A Dutch startup recently set new performance records, including successful high-speed lane switching that points toward eventual speeds of around 700 kilometers per hour. In India, the government has revived a freight-focused Hyperloop project linking two major ports, positioning cargo transport as the first step toward wider adoption. Passenger travel isn't ready yet, but the groundwork is being laid. If freight systems prove viable, passenger networks could follow more quickly than expected, redefining long-distance travel. Number 5. 3D bioprinting organs. 3D bioprinting is moving from concept to clinical progress in 2025. Research labs and companies are already printing functional tissues such as skin, cartilage, and miniature heart models for testing and surgical training. Earlier this year, the FDA granted breakthrough device designation to a bioprinted trachea project, accelerating its regulatory review. Full organ transplants are not available yet, but the steady advances show how customized, lab-printed tissues are becoming a real tool in medicine, one that could eventually transform how patients receive life-saving treatment. Number 4. Digital twins of yourself. Digital twins are no longer limited to machines or factories. They're now being developed for people. Startups are building AI-powered avatars that mirror individuals using real-time personal data. These virtual counterparts can test scenarios, from predicting health outcomes to simulating how clothing fits in VR. At the 2025 Consumer Electronics Show, a prototype demonstrated how a personal digital twin could even attend a meeting on someone's behalf. What once sounded experimental is already in motion, and these personal replicas are becoming increasingly sophisticated. Number 3. Quantum Internet. Quantum Internet research is moving rapidly from theory to deployment. In Berlin, a major telecom achieved near-perfect transmission of entangled photons across 82 kilometers of fiber, integrating with existing internet traffic. In parallel, research teams are developing scalable network nodes that use ions and light to extend quantum connections beyond the lab. The result is a communication system designed to be virtually unhackable, with early prototypes already functioning alongside today's infrastructure. Number 2. Generative AI everywhere. Generative AI in 2025 has expanded far beyond text and images. It's now being used to compose music, generate film sequences, and even design potential drug compounds. Researchers have recently introduced models capable of predicting chemical reactions with high physical accuracy, a step that could accelerate material science and medicine. In entertainment, production teams are already relying on AI to create visual sequences that once took weeks. Investment reflects the momentum. Global spending on generative AI rose nearly 19% in the past year, with adoption spreading across healthcare, media, and enterprise systems. Number 1. Quantum computing breakthroughs. Quantum computing in 2025 is moving from research into real-world milestones. Companies worldwide are investing billions into building fault-tolerant machines capable of reaching the million-qubit scale before the decade closes. Error correction has taken a major step forward, with scientists demonstrating practical distillation methods that resolve problems first identified decades ago. Hardware is scaling quickly as well. Superconducting and neutral atom systems in the US and Japan have already surpassed 200 qubits, with 1,000-qubit prototypes now on the near horizon. These advances mark a shift from theoretical promise to tangible progress, redefining the limits of computation. And there you have it, 15 inventions from 2025 that truly make it feel like we've leapt into 2040. From organs being printed in labs to quantum networks reshaping security, the line between science fiction and everyday reality is fading fast. Technology's moving quicker than ever, transforming how we live, work, and even think. Which of these stood out to you the most? If you've made it this far, let us know what you think in the comment section below. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.